before I start, I would like to know your score requirements and the most difficult part that you find in IELTS, okay? And just let me know if you have done IELTS before and your required scores and everything, okay? Yeah, so today I will focus on reading because I thought of doing this one because I have seen a lot of students, they have these misconceptions and sometimes they follow wrong techniques and all. So that's why I thought of starting with the reading section in our live stream. Yes, so when it comes to reading, so many students have this thing, okay, we know the language, it's like reading comprehension. We have to read and get the answer. Yeah, true. Technically, that's what you have to do. But there's a technique that you need to follow. You should not read the entire passage to get the answers. If you do that one, then it will be difficult for you, especially to save you time, because time management is very important when it comes to reading. Okay, and this is common for, like, this is same for both academic and general. Several question types are there and passages are different, true, but the technique you need to follow is quite the same for both academic and general. So I'm just going to follow the common technique that you can use to get your reading score doubled or to get your required band score. Okay, yes, so today let me share the screen here. I hope you all can see the screen. If you can't see, just please leave a message on the comment section, then I can check that. Yes, so before starting this one, I would like to inform you about our website and our application that you can refer to. So if you want to know more about our IELTS courses and practice materials and everything, you can see the links that I have attached in the description. So I have shared our website link and our application link as well. Just go through it, then you will have more idea about our courses and everything. Okay, so let's get back to IELTS reading, fill in the blanks. So in IELTS reading, if you are doing academic, you will see 3 long passages. And if you are doing general training, you will have 3 sections. Okay, so anyways, you have to find answers for 40 questions. So, and there are several question types. Completion, just like fill in the blanks, matching headings, matching information, matching features, MCQ. There are many. Okay, so today we are going to focus only on IELTS reading, fill in the blanks, and I'll tell you how to manage your time quickly with the technique which is called scanning. Okay, because that's the most important. There are 2 techniques actually, scanning and skimming. So when it comes to fill in the blanks, you can save your time and you can easily select the answer using the technique scanning. Okay, so let's see how it works. So here you will learn how to understand the instructions and how to identify the keywords, and most importantly, how to predict your answer. Okay, because IELTS reading, they are tricky. They will not give you the answer directly. Okay, then it'll be easier, right? So they will give you some synonyms, some paraphrasing. Okay, so we should know how to predict the answer. We should be able to see what are the possible words. Okay, if it's a number, okay, so what are the possible numbers that we should look into? So these things, and then I'll tell you how to scan the keywords. Okay, so when it comes to instructions, so you will see these kinds of instructions on your reading test. Choose one word only, choose one word and or a number, choose no more than 2 words. So like that you will have the instructions. So here following the instructions is also important, because sometimes you might get the answer but you will not follow the instructions, then you will lose marks in vain. Okay, so you need to be very careful about the instructions. If they mention one word only, then only one word is allowed. If they say one word and or a number, how many options are there? 3 options. One word, one number, one word and a number. Okay, so no more than 2 words. It means you can write 1 word or 2 words. So definitely not 3 words. Okay, so likewise, you have to understand the instructions properly. Yes. So let's focus on IELTS reading fill in the blank. So I have just taken one question, and there you can see the passage as well. So this is the most important thing. So here you can see I showed you the question, right? This is what you should do on the test day as well. Don't go and read the passage. It will just waste your time. Go straight to the question. Okay? So there, and most of the time you will get fill in the blanks, true, false, not given at the beginning. Sometimes they change the order as well. But anyways, so the technique is the same, okay, that we are going to follow here. So here you can see, let's read the questions first. So question 1 to 3, complete the sentences below. Choose one word and or a number from the passage for each answer. So here, we get the highlight. So here we need to understand the keyword, the instruction, one word and or a number. So here you can write one word, one number, one word and a number as the answer. And the answers are on the passage. You don't have to think and write. No, answers are there. So here, your spelling mistakes, no excuse. Okay, don't do spelling mistakes. Answers are there on the passage. Take the word and look at the word. Even though you're so sure of spellings and all, please double check. That's important. Okay, yeah. So because I have seen a lot of students, they lose marks in vain because they don't double check. They think they know the answer, they think they know the spellings and all, so they just write it down. So somewhere they have done a mistake, so they lose the marks. Okay, so don't do that. Okay, so now let's learn how to scan the keywords and how to get the keywords first. Okay, so here, first one, urban farming in Paris. So definitely our heading is important because our headings, they will help you to find the place in the passage. Okay, and then first one, vertical tubes are used to grow strawberries, blank, and herbs. Okay, so vertical tubes, this is important, are used to grow strawberries, okay, come on, blank and herbs. Okay, so now we got the keywords, the most important words. Okay, and then now predict your answer. Before you go to the passage, do some prediction. It will help you. It will be useful for you actually. So there should be something definitely related to vertical tubes. And you can see a list, strawberries, blank and herbs. And these are the things that we can grow. Okay, so definitely the answer must be something that you can grow. So you cannot select a random answer there. Okay, so definitely your answer must be something that you can grow as a vegetable or a fruit. Okay, so now let's go to the passage and see. So here we are going to do question by question. It will be easy for you to focus. Okay, let's go to the passage. Okay, so now we are going to scan the keywords. So what are the keywords? Urban farming, Paris, vertical tubes, strawberries, herbs. Okay, so now let's just, when you scan, don't read word by word. That's not what you should do, okay? You have to scan the word. Just find the word only. Okay, urban farming, it's clearly given here. Paris, okay, anything, Paris, no, nothing. Okay, again here Paris is there. So now strawberries, then what else you can see? Now we need tubes are there, but not vertical tubes. So we need vertical tubes. Again, strawberry here, vertical tubes here, and then herbs. Okay, such as basil, sage, and peppermint. Okay, and here, if you go further down, you can see horizontal, but we don't need that because our focus is on vertical tubes. Okay, so now we got most of the keywords here, and you can see, if you look at this one, you can see most of the keywords of the question in this area, like from here. So let me get another color for this one. Okay, from this area. So when you do that one, go to the beginning of that sentence and then just mark it down like this and then read that part to understand and to get the answer. Okay, now let's read that. So we found the place without wasting our time in reading the entire passage. We first took the keywords and then we found the place where we can find most of the keywords, and now we selected one area. Now we are going to read that part only. Okay, yeah. So peel inside and you see the tubes are completely hollow. The roots of dozens of strawberry plants dangling down inside them. From identical vertical tubes nearby burst row upon row of lettuces. Near those are aromatic herbs such as basil, sage and peppermint. Okay, so here they have given strawberries, lettuces, herbs, basil, sage and peppermint. So here I'll tell you how to avoid the wrong answers. Okay, so here they have given basil, sage and peppermint. Yes, we can grow them, right? But they are the examples of herbs. So herbs is already given in the question. See, it's already given. So we can avoid that sage, basil and peppermint. And strawberry, that's also given. So we can avoid that one too. So what else is grown on vertical tubes? It's lettuces. Okay, so this is how you find the answer. Okay, don't just jump into the answer. Just what you can do is actually find the keywords in the question like this and then scan those keywords in the passage. Scan, don't read word by word. Scan, just find the words. Mark them down. If you are doing the test on computer, you have the highlight option. If it is on paper, you can underline. Okay, so then find the area where you can find most of the relevant keywords and read that part only. Okay, then try to read it with the understanding and then find the word. So I hope you understood that one. So let's try another one. Okay, if you have questions, you can ask me in the comment section, then I can help you with that one. Okay, so next one. Okay, so what's next? Let me get the highlight again. Yes, so there will eventually be a daily harvest of as much as blank in weight of fruit and vegetables. Okay, so they're talking about daily harvest and they're talking about the weight of fruit and vegetables as well. So first of all, find these words. When you scan the words and all, always, as I said earlier, think about the synonyms or the paraphrasing. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that one. Okay, so let's go to the passage. So, and there's one more thing. This is the best thing in IELTS. Because the thing is, answers are in order. So we found the first answer here as lettuces. So you have to read after that one. So you will not waste your time reading it again from the beginning. Okay? Yeah, so here can you find anything related to harvest? Any fruit? Vegetables are there, some fruit are there. But they don't talk about any harvest. So let's go to the next section. Okay, so here can you see harvest, weight, fruit and vegetables. Nothing, no. Then we'll see. Okay, anything, some strawberries are there, okay. But we need, okay, harvest is here. Harvest. And then let's read when the remaining 2/3 of vast native in production. The harvest and then kg. They were talking about weight, right? See? They talk about weight here. So kg, kilograms. So that is important. Perhaps 35 different varieties of fruit and vegetables every day. Every day is a synonym for daily. Okay, so we found most of the keywords there. Daily as every day. Harvest, it was there. And much, a quantity. And weight, we found kilograms. Of fruit and vegetables, it was there. So now we need to find something in weight. So they're talking about the weight here. So let's read that one. When the remains, so let's mark it as before. So again, go to the beginning of that sentence and read that part. When the remaining 2/3 of the vast open area are in production, 20 staff will harvest up to 1000 kg of perhaps 35 different varieties of fruit and vegetables every day. So, what's the answer? It's obvious. They're talking about weight and they have clearly given kg here. So, what's the weight? What's the quantity? 1000 kg. That's the answer. Okay, yeah. So now we found the answer for the second one as well. Okay, now let's try the third one. Okay, so let me get the highlighter again. Okay. So it may be possible that the farms produce, okay, they're talking about farms produce, will account for as much as 10% of the city's overall. Okay. So it should be about the quantity of the farms produce, and it should be 10% of the city's something. So here, this is very important. Like, try to understand, try to get the easiest keyword. Okay, so here, what's the easiest keyword? 10%. So they cannot replace this one, right? So 10%. So try to find 10% in the passage, and then 10% of the city is something. So you need to find 10% of something. Let's go to the passage. So if you focus on the keyword, you can clearly see 10% here, bottom. So 10% of what? Consumption. If you still want to get an idea about the answer, about the question, so if you want, you can read it, but it's obvious here. 10% of consumption, 10% of city is something. So anyways, let's read this one. So, but if enough unused space can be developed like this, there's no reason why you shouldn't eventually target maybe between 5% and 10% of consumption. And they're talking about, see, urban environment, city, they're talking about cities there. So 10% of consumption, that's the answer. Okay, so that's how you use scanning technique to find the answers in reading fill in the blanks. Okay, but always remember, this is not the method for all the question types. Okay, it's different. So each question carries different techniques. So for that one, if you need more guidance on IELTS reading or any question type, just comment down. Then I can do another live session for that question type. And if you need more information, if you need to know, if you want to do some preparation more, then you can contact our institute as well. So you can get a number here. So we have given our website, our email address as well. You can contact us for more information on our IELTS preparation. Okay, so I hope you learned something really good here. So if you need more lessons and all, just feel free to comment down. Then I will come up with another live stream. Okay, so thank you for joining and thank you for watching us. Then I hope to see you later. Okay, bye bye, take care.